So just recently in Warframe, I don't know how I got the weapon. I think someone may have gifted it to me. I'm not even sure. But I used one of the craziest weapons that I've ever used in Warframe recently. I want to tell you my experience with it. That weapon is, as you've probably guessed from the thumbnail or the title, if you haven't guessed the weapon, you should probably see a psychiatrist. But it is the Redeemer. The Redeemer is an insane weapon that I just found in my inventory one day. Someone may have gifted it to me before for the series where I review weapons or something. I'm not sure how I got it, but it's an ugly chunk of like iron. It looks hideous. I hate the design of the Redeemer. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't like how it looks. It looks like a short, fat sword. It has no length. It's all girth. It's really weird looking. I don't understand it. It has like little edges at the end that like kind of curve in like fish hooks. I'm not describing it perfectly right now, but the point is I think it looks very ugly. But so you know what? Screw it. This is a unique, weird looking weapon in a bad way. Why not try it out? And I couldn't find a stance mod for it when I was putting mods on it. I don't have a stance mod for the Redeemer. So keep in mind this whole review is me without having a stance mod. And I'll get into more of why that is later. But my first reaction to using it was extreme surprise. Because I tried to use the weapon to attack someone, and instead of like slicing and dicing them like most melee weapons will do, I instead fired a shotgun bolt at them. At close range, I just like shot a shotgun, badly missed because I was trying to slice them with the sword part. I didn't realize I was about to shoot a straight up shotgun blast at point blank range at my enemies. And that's where the main interest and interesting thing with the Redeemer comes in. It is actually a shotgun / melee weapon, which is absolutely insane. I have never used a weapon in this game, I don't think, that I can remember, that is both a firearm and a melee weapon. So it's actually very unique and cool because of that. And the shotgun shot that it shoots is actually very effective. It does pretty solid damage. It has incredibly short range. Maybe the shortest range weapon I've ever used in Warframe, to be honest with you. The shotgun blast is. But it has pretty good damage. It does a ton of knockback. I can't think of a weapon that has more knockback than the Redeemer. It actually sends people flying, and it knocks like shield ospreys or whatever is flying around to the ground, which is insane and awesome and really cool. The only problem with that is that the follow-up attacks the combo without a stance mod as you shoot someone, send them flying with the knockback, and then melee directly in front of you. So if you knock something back, which you will because this weapon has incredible knockback, you will literally not be able to hit him with the melee part of the weapon. So it's kind of like a game plan issue there, which saw me using the Redeemer honestly is mostly a backup shotgun, and I really didn't use the actual melee part of it all that much. I think I just used it wrong, and I started looking for what I could do to change the stance to maybe get a more effective combo, because shotgun shot first, send someone flying, and then 3 melees that miss because they went flying, and then another shotgun shot is just not a good, healthy feeling combo. It feels like disgusting. So I looked for a stance mod. The best one apparently I think is called Bullet Dance, and you get it from caches in the Void from doing sabotage missions. So I ran like 3 or 4 sabotage missions in the Void, trying to find it, opening up all the secret caches and all that, or caches, whatever you call them. And unfortunately, I did not get the Bullet Dance mod, so I said, you know what, screw it. I don't come into these videos creating the best setup for every weapon possible. I come in with a casual player mindset and tell you how fun these weapons are to use. And so I said, fuck it, forget the stance mod. I don't need one. And honestly, I probably should have grinded out a stance mod for this weapon in particular, even though I normally wouldn't, because I feel like it would have made it a lot more enjoyable. Because this weapon isn't the most fun. It's a very unique experience and something that I recommend you try out in Warframe if you're tired of the stale combat. It's not stale, but if combat is getting stale to you, there are so many options in Warframe for you to spice it up, and the Redeemer is absolutely a solid option. It's a completely unique weapon that, you know, there's nothing like it. And the shotgun part of it has infinite ammo. So when I was using it as a backup shotgun, it honestly wasn't terrible. It was fun to use as a backup shotgun. It's just not fun to use as a melee. The biggest positive I've had for its use is the slam attack. The slam attack honestly felt super powerful, and it really felt like, you know, you feel it when you slam. There's a lot of melee weapons you use when you slam, it feels kind of pitiful, it feels not that great, but with the Redeemer, when you slam into the ground, bro, it feels like the whole world is shaking. I really like that about the Redeemer. So it's not something, I'm not going to come on here, I just don't want to roast the Redeemer for like 8 or 10 minutes, however long this video is. I want to sit here and be serious with you guys and tell you that it's probably never going to be your main weapon. I can't imagine someone using this weapon like as their weapon, the one they always use, right? This is always going to be like a party trick weapon or a party weapon that you use when you're bored and want to have fun, in my personal opinion. I'm sure you can mod this thing to be crazy, like you can literally every single weapon in Warframe. If you guys don't know, literally any weapon in this game can be super overpowered if you mod it correctly. But like I'm saying, the Redeemer here, just because how its stance is, how you attack with it, it's just, I don't know, man. And honestly, being part shotgun, it's cool for a melee weapon, but in a game where you have 3 weapon slots and 2 of them are already ranged, you could have 2 shotguns. You could have a main assault rifle, a backup secondary shotgun weapon, and then have your melee. You don't need another shotgun. You don't need another ranged weapon. You know, your melee weapon in Warframe is usually going to be best if it's just a melee weapon, in my personal opinion, because you have 3 weapon slots and 2 of them are already ranged weapons. So I mean, it's just not, you know, it just doesn't make a lot of sense why you would need this weapon. And as far as I can tell, the shotgun shot from the melee weapon from the Redeemer still alerts nearby enemies, so it's not like a stealthy ranged option either. You know, I'm really looking for positives here, guys, okay? I'm really looking for positives. The knockback is good. The slam attack feels nice. It's a fun, unique weapon. And that's probably where the positives end for me. And when we start talking about the negatives, I have kind of a laundry list here. Not to hate on any Redeemer mains here, if there are any, but the weapon looks kind of stupid. I don't like how the weapon looks, but that's, you know, it's up to interpretation. Anyway, someone could think the weapon looks awesome. I'm not going to fault you for it. I personally don't like the design. The combo without a stance is absolutely terrible, and maybe with a stance mod the combos can be better, but unless the shotgun blast is only at the end of combos, I don't think it can ever be that good, because the knockback is just so insane that it's going to send people flying to where the melee won't work. The shotgun itself is crazy knockback, which I said is a positive, but at the same time it serves as a negative when you're trying to get a combo going. What else is there that's a negative? I mean, besides, I mean, it just feels awkward. I don't know what to say to you guys. You don't need a third ranged weapon in this game. You really don't. It's not sneaky. You know, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's one of the most goofy weapons I've ever used before. It's super unique. It's a good time. I recommend giving it a try just because why not? But when I really get down to like the brass knuckles of it, I don't think it's that good. I don't, and I'll be honest with you, the first like 20 missions I did with it, I don't know if I did 20 missions. I'd say that it probably didn't last 20 missions. The first 15 missions I used with it, like, this is pretty fun. This is cool to use this weapon as a shotgun mostly. Didn't really use the melee that much. But then after that, I started being like, wow, a traditional melee feels a lot better and is a lot more useful in most situations. So it took me about 15 weapons for like the enjoyment, 15 missions for like the enjoyment to wear off from using the Redeemer, from its uniqueness, and it kind of turned into a wow, this is like a pretty terribly designed weapon after that, and it was kind of a struggle to use it. But like I said, I didn't mod it perfectly, but once again, I don't think this is a modding thing. I think this is just how it feels thing, because I mean, even if this thing did a ton of damage, insta killed every single hit, I don't see how this could feel good to use. So that's all I have for the Redeemer. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below of it. If you guys like how it feels, maybe. I don't know. But personally, I think the negatives outweigh the positives for this weapon, but it's absolutely a unique and cool weapon to use. So if you've been playing the game for a while and just looking for a unique experience because you feel like weapons are getting stale, absolutely check out the Redeemer. But if you're like a new player or whatever, I wouldn't recommend this weapon to you, because as a casual player myself who plays way too much to be casual, I would say this weapon is not going to be very useful to you, and you're probably going to get irritated and not have fun with it after about 10 to 15 missions, just because how awkward it is to lug around and actually use. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. If you guys want me to check out different weapons, let me know in the comments below. you know, my comments are always open. I'll check out weapons that are recommended for sure. And yeah, I like unique weapons. I have another couple videos planned in this same avenue of production, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, that's my thoughts on the Redeemer. And you know, it gets kind of like a bad grade for me overall, to be honest, but use it if you're bored. Also, a huge shout out to my members, Panagoyas, Sangoyas, Jay, and Simon King 5000. Thank you guys for helping the channel so much and, you know, inspiring me to keep working hard and everything. Thank you for everyone else that's tuning in and supporting the channel. I really do appreciate it. But stay blessed, guys. Stay happy. Stay safe, most importantly. Hope to see you all in the next one. And yeah, let me know what you guys want me to do next. Goodbye.